Hi, welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at two more new Jon Renau styles. Okay, so I am wearing the new Jon Renau Jillian, and the color on this one is the 10RH16 Cafe Mocha. And I'm also going to show you Shelby, and Shelby is in Venice Blonde, which I can't remember the number code for, but I'll cover it whenever I get my little paper out for that one. So two beautiful new styles. I chose to review these two together because they have the exact same cap construction. So these were provided by Shirley's Wig Shop, and Shirley has a really great private Facebook group, and there will be a link for you to join that down the description box. It's called Shirley's Wig Shop. Here's looking at you, kid. I will also have two links that you can shop each one of these wigs through, and you will get a 30% discount. The cap construction, and then we'll take a look at both of the wigs. Here's the full mono top, extended lace front. They're calling this ear to ear lace because it does go down almost to, through the full ear tab. Soft ear tabs with metal stays, open wefted cap. And this one does not have an extended nape because the nape is so short. But Velcro adjusters, this one does have an extended nape. So I may show you the cap on this one as well, but just real quick. Just picture this one with an extended nape. And then these are regular synthetic fibers. They are not heat friendly. This is Jillian. Very pretty, very natural density, bit of a face flop. I have found that all of these styles, all four of them, have a bit of a face flop problem. They all have like a 6 or so inch to 8 inch front layer, and those tend to be, kind of bad for face flopping. So they will need a little bit of heat. I did use a little low heat on this one to open my part, and I did have this under control, but I think as I move the hair and stuff, it's not completely trained. I just took this out of the box to review for y'all. So just know that you're gonna have to do a little bit of training on this bang layer. But if you wanna shorten it, you can get more bang coverage, which is nice. So, so that's a nice feature to it. Maybe that would, alleviate some of the face flop too. So, okay, so let me show you her cap. So here is that extended lace front. So this hairline is going to go all the way over to here. Really nice. And then she does have a full mono top. So you can part it wherever you would like. Yeah, see, my bangs are going to be a mess after all this. Hairs in my mouth. Terrible. Okay, so, and I have great coverage at the ear tabs. This is an average size cap. It's fitting very true to average on me. So this one is open wefted, so it should stretch and accommodate, up to larger head sizes, but it's not huge on me, which I like. So just, really, really nice. That's one thing I like about when they do use an open wefted cap is, compared to the hand-tied cap, the other two styles are hand-tied, and they just tend to be more limited on size. They don't have as much stretch, but these open wefted caps have a lot more stretch in them, and there's definitely extra room on me. So this is fitting very true to average. But not too, not too huge for my petite features either, which I really, really like. So measurements are 6.75 inches at the bang. We have 13.75 inches from the crown. The side is 10.5 inches and the nape is 11.5 inches with a weight of 4.9 ounces. Okay, so this beautiful color is the 10RH16, which is called Cafe Mocha. It is a light brown that has 33% natural blonde highlights. So some people consider this to be cool. I don't really think. I think it's more of a neutral. I think the brown has just a little bit of warmth to it, but it may appear cooler on different skin tones. But on me, it seems to bring out some of the warmth. So I just think it's just a nice, pretty neutral, just a little bit lighter than the 8RH14, which is my other favorite. So I'll show you those knots again. Window light. I do think also on the Cafe Mocha, even though they both say they have the 33% highlights, the highlights seem a little chunkier on this color compared to the 8RH14. here we are under my patio cover. We will walk towards the sun here. So you can tuck her easily behind the ears because she is just such a low natural density. So glasses are super easy. Go up on your head very easily. Headband is a great way to keep the fibers away from your face, especially when you're training the hair. And of course you can pull the bang layer out if you want to, but you know, you can do it either way, which is nice. So, okay, so the sides should go up, half up, half down. But I think that this bang layer, yeah, it's not long enough. It's gonna wanna come down around the face, so. But very pretty. It is very, you know, cut very pretty for that. And then she has length enough to do a ponytail and do updos and things like that. So really nice. I'm wearing Shelby. Here's that extended nape on the Jillian wig that I just had on. So just so you can see that. So Shelby's cute, short and sassy. Really cute face flopper, as you can see. As I mentioned, all of these I've been having trouble. So I had to work on her with a little bit of heat. She came stuffed in the box with, you know, with tissue. The hand-tied ones were inside out. And honestly, I really think that wigs do better if they're stored in the box without that tissue anymore, because especially with regular synthetic, I've got a little crimping up here, and I did work on it a little bit with my hot air brush on low heat and some water. But what I need to do with her is I need to get her all wet up here on the top and then let her sit overnight on a wig form or a wig head. And then that should eliminate that little bit of a bump that's there. So just know that I'm aware that that is there. If y'all are watching the video and you're like, hey, that has some box hair. Yes, I'm disclosing that to you now. So it would need a little bit of work there. But, you know, y'all need to see that and know that, because you might have the same problem, you know, when you get yours. So, okay, let's take a look at her extended lace front. So again, this is the 22 F16 S8 Venice Blonde. So nice hairline again, extended. They're describing it as ear to ear, and it is practically ear to ear, so. And then full mono top again on this one, so you can part it wherever you'd like. I'll be looking through hair here. And then I'll show you the coverage of the ear tabs. This is fitting just like the Jillian wig, you know, fitting pretty true to average. Little extra room, forehead to nape on me since I'm petite, but I think it will fit you if you're petite. You may just need to bring your adjusters in a little more. Okay, so measurements for Shelby. 7.25 inches here in the front, so you could cut a bang a little bit longer than it was on Jillian. Crown, 8.5 inches. Side, 5.5 inches. And the nape is only 1.5 inches. Very short nape. And the weight is 3.6 ounces. Okay, so this beautiful blonde is the 22 F16 S8, got it right, Venice Blonde. Very, very pretty. She's got a little bit of, you know, you can see some gold going through, and then a bit of a pale blonde going through, and then a shaded root. So their description is a light ash blonde and a light natural blonde blend. So I'm definitely seeing that, shaded with a medium brown. So you'll be able to see that shading, that root, you know, anywhere that you separate the hair. We are in window light. Now remember, these blondes are going to be really shiny with regular synthetic fibers straight out of the box. So you can use some dry shampoo, some powder, you know, to reduce that shine. So. Okay, so I'm under my patio cover. And we'll step into the sun. Very easy to tuck behind the ears, you can see, and that is a really cute way to wear her. And with the face slapping situation, that might be something that you have to do in the beginning as well. But glasses are super easy. And they go up on your head, whoop, very easily. Okay, so one thing you can do with a short style, and particularly when you're trying to get your fibers trained, is use your headbands. That looks really cute. And you know, you can use like pearly, cute little pearly shiny ones, little delicate ones, or thicker ones. So it's nice that this one has, you know, full amount of top and everything. You don't have to worry about like not having a, because sometimes on shorter styles, we don't see those cap features, you know. So, but anyway, it looks really cute for the headband. And you could put that, you know, let that bang layer out if you want to, but I don't think, what were the sides? 5.5, no. They're not going to be long enough. So you could clip the sides back behind the ear if you wanted to. And that would look cute. And then of course you could clip her back. And this is another thing that might be necessary initially, you know, as you're training the fibers. This is a great way to train them, is to wear it, you know, pulled back off the face. So, and the lace front looks so nice, so that's a, you know, an easy way to wear her. So I want to thank Shirley for sending these wigs to review for you all. They'll be, I think there's a hair. Yep. Okay, sorry. There'll be purchase information in the drop-down box, in the description box down below the video. There'll also be those links to purchase these wigs. So I thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and until next time, don't forget, you're absolutely beautiful. Bye-bye.